Good afternoon, everyone, and I mean that sincerely. Good afternoon. Man, what a pretty day. Typical winter day in northwest Oklahoma, right? Wonderful amount of degrees and no degrees or speed of wind. Man, what a great day. So, Ben Buckland with you on Chamber Chats. As you know, I probably shouldn't say it that way. We do Chamber Chats every Monday with Jody Brott, who's co-director of the Alva Chamber of Commerce, one of the most moving, shaking chambers of commerce in the world. Jody comes in every Monday, and then sometimes, well, for one reason or another, we don't make Monday. But
it wasn't my fault this week.
Oh, the first word she spoke, the first words. I go directly to our producer director, the associate AD. It's been a while. The associate SID of NWOSU, Cade Kennedy, who's running the controls today, pulling the chains, the little things, the knob things, and the slidey deals up and down. So bring us up to date, Mr. Producer Director. Also, your other job, up on the hill there. When do those people come back? Does Christmas break just go on forever?
I mean, I wish it did, but no. We go back to work, the faculty, staff, whatever you want to call them, we go back January 5th, and then the students come back the next week on January 12th.
When's your first collegiate ball game?
Well, we've got ball games January 3rd out at Shawnee. Northwestern takes on Oklahoma Baptist. The next home game is January 8th. That's Thursday night, 5:30 and 7:30. Women at 5:30, men at 7:30. They'll be taking on Ouachita Baptist. So that'll be a good test on both sides.
And that's the Ouachita that you don't spell like Ouachita, right? Isn't that one? Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for bringing us up to date. Jody probably is having thoughts of, what? Okay, so let's go to the co-director of the Alva Chamber of Commerce. How are you, Jody?
Hey, I'm good. I apologize about being a little bit late today. We were working out stuff. Megan and I were working out stuff for the new year and like making plans for the new year. And so I didn't leave the office as soon as I would.
You're forgiven.
Hey,
no
thanks.
doubt about it. Wow. It's about time to make a few plans.
We got to be making plans. Mm-hmm. Today is the last day of 2025. And there's still a few things that you can get done today that you need to do by today.
You know, one of them that I've involved in.
Are you running for mayor?
No, but Joe is.
Yeah, I heard that. So if you want to, here, finish your thought because I.
Taxes.
Oh.
2025 taxes are due today. Not income tax and things like that. I'm talking about paying the taxes on the farm and paying the taxes on the billboards and all of those stuff things has to be done today. So what in your world has to be done today?
So I'm just saying today's the last day to file to be a mayoral candidate. 5 p.m. You got to get that in by 5 p.m. With the Woods County Election Board. So get your declaration of candidacy in. Now is the time to put your money where your mouth is, right? There's a lot of people that have lots of,
No,
here's
I don't.
how I would do it.
Here's
how I would do it. Here's how I would do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now's the time.
Yeah, go do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Like, if not you, who?
And if not now, when?
Like, somebody is somebody. What if you are somebody, right? Somebody oughta.
Somebody oughta.
That's well, what if you are somebody?
Wow, somebody
What
oughta.
if you are somebody? Like, make it happen. Ben's writing it down. T-shirt. Somebody
T-shirt.
oughta.
Somebody oughta.
When you see Ben wearing the somebody oughta T-shirt. Actually, I'm not even sure if I've ever seen Ben in a T-shirt. He always wears button-ups. So, so when we see him in the somebody oughta T-shirt,
you'll know. You'll know.
We'll know he's making the big bucks off of that.
And in a small town, and I'm not sure that Alva qualifies for this because it's not a real small town, but in a real small town, people that haven't done stuff in their community but have thought, I would have. Then when they step forward, sometimes a wonderful plant is watered. Mm-hmm. The old bloom where you're planted. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that happens. And somebody who's never, ever thought of city administration or whatever becomes a really, really, really good and important person in their community.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So step up and do it.
Yep.
You've got until 5 o'clock today to file. Go do that. For more information, you can call 580-327-1452. That's 580-327-1452 if you are interested and need more information on filing for the mayoral candidacy.
I'm not writing down the number on my phone here. If you're looking at me, I'm answering a text that just came in that says, Ben is the current mayor running again. I don't know the answer.
Current mayor is the city manager.
Oh,
no.
yeah?
Yeah, he's been hired as city manager. So that's why the mayoral candidacy is open because he has stepped down from mayor to be the city manager because the city council hired him as city manager.
Well, I would sure have been in on the yay for that deal. I think he will be a wonderful city manager.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
He legitimately cares so much about this town and this area of the country. Mm-hmm. I mean, he sees these things a lot like you do, Jody. He sees Alva, Winoka, Freedom, Cherokee, Kiowa not as Kiowa, Kansas, Freedom, little bitty town. He sees them as a group of people working together.
Well, and if we will choose to work together, it's great for the whole.
For everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. So it is important. So let's move on a few other things that have to be done today if you're going to do it, okay?
Okay, ready, go.
Today is your last chance to bank it for the food bank. What is banking it for the food bank? Until you asked, okay, you didn't, but it's okay because I'm going to tell you. Bankit chooses a vision each quarter. And for each quarter, and they have not announced their new visions. I know that new visions have been selected for next year, but this final vision is the food bank. And so what they do is if you can donate $1, you can sign up for $1 to be taken out of your account each month just to give it to Bankit. And then Bankit turns around and gives it to whatever their vision is for that quarter. And so the vision for this quarter is the food bank. And that was from October, November, December. And today's your last day to bank it for the food bank. And they'll be putting out who you're going to be banking it for soon for next year. So there's that. Today's the last day you can bank it for the food bank. Doesn't mean that you can't give to the food bank. Go ahead and give to the food bank all year round. Give to the food bank. It is a great place to give to. Also, today is your last chance to cast your vote for the best Christmas lights in Alva. We have the Christmas light map on our webpage at alvaok.net, but you can also look at your newsletter that we sent out on Monday, and the Christmas light map is available that you can go in and you can decide who has the best Christmas lights in Alva. Today is the last day to get those done. As soon as you get those done, just drop them off in the box at the chamber building. So there's that. And then tonight, there's a New Year's party at the Nightlight. Of course, $10 cover. DJ Touch Groove is going to be there. And it is also the 1 year anniversary. Nightlight turns 1 today. They opened 1 year ago today. So if you are one who sees it through to the new year, go ahead and go out to the Nightlight and be a part of that. I think they're also having Singo at Alva Beer Co. as well. So you
They're
can
having
go check
what?
that. Singo.
Singo.
It's
So people
like a
you.
play on. It's like a play on bingo. They play music, and if it's on your bingo card,
Oh, so it's not a singing thing.
No, it's not a singing thing. It's like music is played,
Oh, fun.
and then you mark your bingo spot. Like if your song is played, then you get to mark off bingo. Anyway, so go
That
check
sounds
that out.
fun, doesn't
It
it?
does sound fun. Go check that out at Alva Beer Co. And you can find out all of their events on their page. They do a great job of putting all of their events on their webpage, alvabeerco.com/events. There are all of their events. And we steal those events and put them onto our event page as well, alvaok.net/events. We try to steal as many events as we know are going on to put them onto our calendar so there can be a centralized location for that. But they also have on Saturday night, there's the Midnight River Choir that will be at Alva Beer Co. on Saturday at 7 o'clock. So that's coming up this Saturday. This Friday is First Friday Art Walk already because it's the first Friday. So First Friday Art Walk on Friday from 6 to 8 at Graceful Arts. So make sure that you go check that out. It's featuring the artists of the Tour de Courts, which is a traveling exhibit. So that's what's going on throughout this week.
You got it all in a big row there, in a big line, and you got it on your website.
It's all on our website, alvaok.net/events. And hey, we're going to be putting this out soon too. I've got a glance at 2026 of all the major events that are happening throughout 2026. So we'll be putting that out.
Let me see
So
that thing.
you
I
wanna-
don't
you
need to
wanna-
hold it.
You want to check it out?
There's about
It's like everything
27
January
events right there.
January through December, all the major events that we know are going on already.
We being the Alva Chamber of Commerce.
Alva
Alva
in general. Alva in general are, we've got all of the First Friday Art Walks on there. The gala is on there.
When's the gala?
We've got the gala set for March 27th.
That'd be a Saturday.
So it's a Friday night.
It's a Friday night.
It's the equivalent Friday night that we had it this year. So the gala, we've got the Easter egg hunt and egg drop on there, the Alva Bull Battle. There's going to be
When's the Bull Battle?
Bull Battle is first weekend of April 3rd and 4th. We've got a musical that's going to happen at Northwestern this spring in April. There's going to be
what musical?
They have not announced it
Oh,
yet.
okay.
I've heard rumor, but I can't say that
You
because
can't?
it's just rumor.
Well, it's just you and me.
No, I can't do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a full-on announcement that they will be putting out for the musical. It will be good for sure. We know that. And that one will be one that they will need like some community like members to be a part of.
Oh, how
like,
fun.
Yeah. So like just a general cast, I think.
Yeah.
Not any major parts, but a general cast. So they do that every other year involving the community in their musical.
How fun.
So it is a lot of fun. I was, 2 years ago, I was the stepmother in Cinderella.
Really?
In 2024 during their community musical. I was the stepmother of Cinderella. It was a lot of fun. Had a great time. That was before I was in this role. I don't have time to do that anymore.
Right.
So anyway, and it just continues on. We've got spring commencement on there, Nescatunga, Crazy Days, Woods County Fair, big cruise and car
When's the fair?
show. The fair is always the first weekend after Labor Day.
I didn't know that.
Yes, every year.
Okay.
Big cruise and car show is always the third weekend of September.
Do you have the Woods County Livestock Show on there?
I don't have that on there. Not positive on that one.
I think that's in March. That has become a big event, and I was given the name of the lady that I'm supposed to talk to about that. So I guess I needed to hear myself say that, so I would go do it. Right?
Huh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And then, moving a little bit further, I have when the hay maze opens, we have Miss Cinderella competition and Northwestern Homecoming being on
When's
October
Northwestern?
10th.
Oh, sorry,
Yep.
October 10th.
Uh-huh. And then Northwestern Rodeo and Jackpot will be October 29th through November 1st. Again, we've got First Friday Art Walk, Retail Open House. And then guess what? It's time for Christmas again. We just lived through 2026.
Whee!
That was a very short, we just lived through it. And you know what? That's about as fast as it feels.
Yeah,
that it goes.
and we did it with, I didn't have a headache, didn't have
Yeah.
the flu.
Yeah.
Nobody ran away from home. It was a nice year.
It was a great year.
It was a great year.
That's what we will be saying 1 year from today, right?
Yep.
Or something like that.
Something like that. Yes, yes. So I read a little post on one of the things that said 365 days in 2025, and I've not been to the hospital, the cemetery, or the prison for myself.
Oh, great.
That is a great year.
That's right. So do you set resolutions? Do you set like intentions for your year? Or are you just like, I'm just going to go for it?
It varies from year to year.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll have that conversation with Rose tomorrow, because I got to think that her deal varies from year to year. But yeah, I will occasionally lay 1, 2, or 3 down that I'm pretty big on,
Mm-hmm.
and a couple of times I've pulled it off. I mean,
Yeah.
or God has. I just kind of show up type of deal.
Well, hey, it says the word says faith without works is dead.
Is dead. Yeah.
Faith without works is dead. So you have to do the work. You have to take the action in order to make it happen. So
Yep.
you can have faith that something's going to happen, but unless you put the work behind it, it's not going to happen.
That
So
particular
that's
book
on you.
will usually always guide us.
That's right.
If we'll
It's-
just take a look at it.
It's the perfect guidebook.
Now, I stumbled onto you appearing on Facebook on behalf of the book.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do that every day?
Every day, yes. I actually finished the Bible yesterday.
Start and go through that, because I'm not sure.
Okay, so I set out in my goals. So for the past couple of years, I've read the book of Luke on just from December 1st to December 24th, because there's 24 chapters in Luke. And I started doing that, let me think, last year. So I started doing it in 23. December of 23. And then I did it again in December of 24. And then I ran into someone and they're like, I really miss hearing you read the Bible after Christmas is over. You need to just continue doing that. And I was like, And so I prayed about it and I thought, you know what? I want to make sure that I read through the entire Bible this year, because I've never made it an intentional goal to read through the entire Bible before. I've read lots of the Bible and I've read lots of places.
You mean like
over and
starting
over.
up in the preface and going right through?
So no, I've attempted to do that in the past, to go, starting at Genesis and going to Revelation. But you know what? As far as I've ever made it in actually reading through the entire Bible, when I go like that, is to Leviticus. Because Leviticus just always like, oh my gosh.
I need to lay down.
I can't with this. And so this year, what I did was I followed a book, and it gave like 7 different books of the Bible, a piece out of 7 different books of the Bible that I would read each day. So I never was just on Leviticus. I got to read a little bit of Leviticus this week and then other chapters, and it didn't completely trip me up.
So what are you going to do in 26?
So, well, that's what I did in 2025.
Right.
Was I read through the Bible, and I decided to bring it online on Facebook Live so that I could truly, it was all about keeping myself accountable so that I would do it. Because if I went on live, I knew that I
it was live.
Yeah, I went on
just now
Facebook
picked
Live.
that up.
Yeah, I went on Facebook Live every night and read my portion that I was supposed to read that day. So I was sharing it with my Facebook friends, Facebook world, and then from there, just continuing to do it. And so for 364 days, that's where the plan went. Was we finished it out yesterday, and so yesterday I completed the Bible reading Acts 27 and 28, where it was the last little snippet that I read to finish out the Bible this year.
I'm so happy that I stumbled onto that to bring it up. That's incredible.
Well, thanks. It was good. And what was so awesome is that my son Breaker, who is 11, he was the one like every day that he's like, "Hey, did you read the Bible today? Hey, did you read the Bible today?" And he was always the one to make sure that I was getting it done. So if there was a day that I was tired or I was starting to fall asleep on the couch, he's like, "Hey, Mommy, you haven't read the Bible yet." And I'm like, "You are so right." And so I'd go to my space that I had my tripod set up, and I'd go on live and read it. And so he was key in making sure that I got it done. So I'm in prayer about what I'm going to do next. I am going to start off like the year actually in Acts and just taking a deeper dive. I don't want to just read through. I don't want it to be a routine, like I'm doing this just because this is what the plan says to do today. I want to make sure that my heart is completely in it and that I have just that I'm digging in deeper is where I want to be this year. So, but I'm starting off with the book of Acts is what I'm doing. So. Anyway, so am I bringing it on live? I don't know about that. I don't know if I'll be coming on. I don't know yet on those.
But you're praying about
things,
it.
But I'm praying about it. So
there'll be a decision made.
Yeah, that's just my personal life there.
Outstanding. You are a good girl,
Well,
Jody.
thanks. Sometimes.
Well, I mean, 100% is woo.
Hey, I'm really happy though. Like that was my goal for this year,
And you
I
did
got
it.
a big old check mark on that.
Yes.
And so I am happy about that. We actually, as a family, we sit down and we've been doing this for at least 10 years, I think, as a family. We sit down and we do a goal setting session either before the end of the year or right after the beginning of the year. And so we fill out these sheets and setting intentions and having a reflection, looking at the year before, like, hey, how did this go? What was our highlight of this year? What was, what was really hard about this year? What was our greatest lesson learned? And then what are we looking forward to next year? And then we choose a word. We choose one word that we want to focus on and letting that be our focus.
What was this year's word?
My word this year was opportunity.
Well, you had some.
And so, like it was, taking every opportunity I try to put a verse with it. So it's not just me, and I pray about the word, and God I typically receive the word, like around October, November, as I'm praying about it, or it will just come to me. And so anyway, yeah.
Outstanding.
So anyway, that's what
Hey, do you want to meet here next Monday or what?
Yeah, we can do it. Oh, wait. Yes. I think.
You think?
I think. If
Are
not,
we good, Cade? Yep. Cade gives us some thumbs.
I'll text you for sure.
Okay.
There may be a meeting, but I'll text you for sure.
If not Monday, then Wednesday.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. This is Chamber Chats. That was, or actually still is, Jody Brott. And she referred to the other half, Megan Lear. What a year the Alva Chamber of Commerce has turned in. Thank you to to Jody and to Megan, and they would be the first to say to you, it takes a village. So thanks.
Absolutely.
Thanks to all of you. We're going to have another surprise guest in a couple of minutes. We have a commercial message for you. You will love this. We'll be back right here on KALV.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Kasasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Kasasa Rewards program is right for you. We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Warm up with a class at Northwest Technology Center this month. Choose one of our evening classes, including computer fundamentals, cooking, health-related courses, business development, and much more. Northwest Technology Center also offers training for your business at your convenience. Contact us today for more information at 580-327-0344 in Alva or 580-227-3708 in Fairview. Northwest Technology Center is preparing students for success in education, careers, and life.
Ben Buckland with you on KALV, and thanks a lot for joining us. I just love doing chamber chats with Jody, and she and Megan do such an incredible job, and they have such an incredible chamber. I mean, this is one of the places, and I've said this many times, but I'm going to say it again. So here we go. I've been around a lot of chambers in the years. Because I've been with radio and TV stations, and chambers are the place where you learn what's going on and how it's going and stuff like that in the town. There are lots of cities and towns that do chamber bucks, but there are not very many towns, cities, whatever you want to call Alva, that are as active, their chambers are active, where chamber bucks are really, really valuable to have, because everybody, practically everybody accepts them. And that's the key to the promotion. I mean, when we went down on the square during the Comeback to Alva for Christmas promotion, and they gave away $10,000 of chamber bucks, I mean, that helped some people. It really did. Most everybody wants to buy somebody something for Christmas, and even if it's a tough year, I'll just give you an example. We did a giveaway at Holders, and gave away $200 of chamber bucks, and they just happened to fall into the hands, if that's the way you say that, of a woman who this particular year really, really needed them. And it always makes you feel good when you even accidentally do something good. So, love those girls. Love the chamber. It takes a village, and this village gets after it. Our surprise guest, some of you know, because you met her here. I think you were on Rose and Ben, weren't you?
Yes.
So this is Kai Pierce, and she lives. Well, let's see. If you go out to the rodeo place that the Northwestern Rodeo Association has, which is same road that you turn on the country club, except you turn the other way. She and her husband have a training facility out there. People in this community know her. I think. I'm just really kind of getting to know her because you've been into barrel racing most all your life, haven't you?
Yes. Yes.
And that's almost 12 years, maybe.
I wished it was only 12 years.
So welcome in, Kai.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you. I owe you a good deed. I have just learned about What have I learned about Kai? What's that roping called? Breakaway.
Breakaway.
I've just learned about breakaway and have become just infatuated with it. Sometimes I'm kind of like a guy that lives under a rock, you know. If it goes on, if it's not my deal, then I'm not noticing that it's actually happening. So it's been very recently that I learned about breakaway roping. Kai's been involved in it, I guess, from the inception. Kai, when was the inception? When did breakaway come about?
Well, they've had breakaway for years through the WPRA. It just wasn't publicized on the big stage through the PRCA. And so this was the 6th year for the WPRA breakaway to have a national finals that would be publicized through the PRCA rodeo.
I see. So, I mean, in its own right, it's huge. Now, if you put it up against the PBR, then, you know, that's
right.
But, and it's becoming, I don't know if huge is a word, but it's becoming that. It just keeps gathering traction.
It's growing for sure. The numbers are phenomenal. I think I did hear the other day, and don't quote me on this, Taylor, my niece, will be able to answer a whole lot more questions better than I, but I do think that the number of breakaway ropers, the membership, is actually more than the barrel racing membership now, which you do see the barrel racing within the PRCA at the National Finals Rodeo, which is just, to me, phenomenal. Like, barrel racing has always been big, and for the breakaway roping to surpass that membership-wise is just
It's incredible.
a testament to how much breakaway's growing.
And both of the sports require a tremendous athlete as a horse,
Yes.
and that requires money. So, I mean, both of those sports would have, you know, I'm a hockey guy, right? And so I know about hockey stuff, and I hear parents complaining, you know, to outfit a little guy or gal to be a goaltender now takes about $4,500. Oh, that's just, I can't believe I'm spending this amount of money.
Yes.
How much money does it take to put a girl that wants to race barrels into business?
You know, it is really just blown off the chart the last probably 10 years. I mean, there's, of course, you know, those special occasions where you can luck into a horse for $10,000, $20,000. It's going to take you somewhere, but to really play in the big league part of it, you're looking at close to 6 figures for those horses. And it's not that, like I said, that you can't find another horse that's worth the price that you luck into that's actually a fit, but there's a big process behind it and a lot of trying and failures before you hit the ups on it. So
we have so much to talk about, and we're only here this morning to talk about another morning. So, so it's fine that we're wandering around because I want to learn. I mean, I've been around rodeo. I've announced a little bit of rodeo, mainly for guys that had taken a job to announce a rodeo. They contract usually a year ahead, sometimes a couple of years. I can't even imagine what Bob Tallman or one of those guys contracts ahead. But still, I mean, even the guys that are doing little small shows, they contract ahead of time, and then something happens and this and that. So I've even announced a few rodeos. I love my 2 favorite sounds are the sound of a good auctioneer and the sound of a good rodeo announcer. I could sit and listen. It is magic, but I don't know very much about it. You know, I mean, I've been around, but not really paying attention, you know, like my first barrel racer that I remember following through Winoka, Freedom, Cherokee rodeos because I wanted to keep up with her was Roberta Husher, and that would be 100 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, that would have been a long time ago for sure.
Yeah. And it was always kind of an add-on thing to me in my mind. But unlike breakaway, barrel racing has been around long enough, is competitive enough, and crowd appeal enough that it's a good, solid sport.
Yeah.
Anything in its fifth or sixth year still in tough shape. Will Breakaway make it as a sport, as a national final sport?
I really think it's come leaps and bounds. I feel like that, they say they have to pay their dues, and in my eyes, and I don't know, in other people's eyes, they've paid their dues, even though they've not been on a public stage with the PRCA. As I stated before, Breakaway's been within the WPRA for, oh my gosh, I can remember when I was a little kid watching Betty Gail Cooper rope at a WPRA rodeo in Woodward, tying down Kevs and Breakaway in and just.
Would that have been around when Roy Cooper was roping?
So that'd be Roy's sister, Betty Gail. Yeah. And so I think I was probably 10 years old when they came. Pam Minnick was there. I mean, so it's been, those girls have paid their dues. They just haven't had the opportunity to do it on a public stage. And the rave about the Breakaway is just unreal. I mean, if you get on Facebook and watch, there's very, very few negative comments that you find about it. It's all positive. Put them in the Thomas and Mack. And the great thing about Breakaway roping is not only do you have pretty ladies doing it, it's fast. It's a fast and furious event.
It is.
So it's exciting. And when things are going right, I mean, there's not even the bull riding to me. Of course, I'm biased with my niece being a Breakaway roper, but there's nothing more exciting than watching somebody go a 1.5 or 1.6 in the Breakaway, and then you have somebody come back and challenge that with another faster run. So,
and she's saying, if you're not familiar with Breakaway, she's saying coming out of the chute, putting a rope around a calf's head and popping that rope in 1.5 seconds. I mean, you can't be ordering popcorn. I mean,
it happens fast.
It moves. So what we're doing this morning is just telling you that are listening, and thank you for listening, that next Wednesday, I would so want you to be on Rose and Ben, but Rose and Ben's only on Thursdays, and these girls have stuff to do on Thursdays. So next Wednesday, you're going to bring the existing newly crowned world champion Breakaway roper and we'll sit and talk.
Yes, Taylor will be here.
And do you? This is so stupid, but I have to know this, so I may as well ask. Do you say Munsell or not Munsell?
Munsell.
Okay.
Yep.
I've seen it posted on the internet both ways.
Yes.
And so it's Munsell.
Munsell.
And that's your.
That'd be my niece, my brother's middle child. He's got 3, so she'd be the middle one.
Are the other 2 in rodeo at all?
Yes, her brother is actually taking a little break to have a family, but he team ropes. He's been to the Dodge Circuit finals and the team roping, college national finals. And then the younger sister, she ropes too. She breakaways and runs barrels some. So that'd be Lindy. So
Wendy?
Lindy.
Okay.
Yep.
So we'll get to meet right here on the air next Wednesday. Just like probably time-wise, just like we have today. Although we do time like sort of ish. We'll be here.
Just make it work.
Make it work. So, okay, one more thing before you go, and we don't have much time for this because Cade has our producer director has a 1:00 appointment, so we're going to have to move. But Kai has. I was thinking about this, and I'm going to cut a commercial that says something like this. Kai has this thing that you really can't evaluate unless you try. Funny thing, though, it's starting to flood the internet in 2 or 3 different forms. What do you actually call it? Is it a pod?
Yeah, it's called a red light therapy pod. And it works kind of like a sauna, but it has light with it. It is kind of hard to explain, but it does have your red lights in there, which help to stimulate the mitochondria in your cell. So it's actually a device that works on a cellular level, which is amazing because we can take away all of the pharmaceutical drugs that just put a Band-Aid on things, and this can help to repair your cells, like I said, on a cellular level, and be a long-term type of treatment. As I said, it does work like a sauna as well, so you can get up to 190 degrees in it if you so choose. And then it has a vibration plate that you lay on that helps stimulate blood flow and circulation. So when you incorporate all three of those things together, it is really truly an amazing holistic type healing process that it does.
And so I have used this, and I would do a testimonial for it, but I'm the guy that does advertising. So who's going to believe me, right?
Right.
So wait, that was too quick.
Well, I'm just kidding.
But it's really right. But my commercial is going to say that yeah, I use it, but I'm telling you, you've got to try it to know if it's your deal. But I will tell you this, and this is absolutely the truth: the world champion breakaway roper uses that thing every time she can get to it.
She does.
And swears by it.
It does help her tremendously as far as mobility in her shoulders, which, if you know anything about breakaway roping, your shoulder is a very key part of your body that you have to have in order to make things go right.
And you're swinging your hand above your head a whole lot, practicing and all the time.
Yes. Yes.
And let's spend just a few seconds here as we close this out. We'll talk about it more, but you now have a system for animals.
I do. Not only does she use it for herself, I work on her horses. I had her horses working on them for about a month or two before the NFR, and I took all of my equipment with me to the NFR with us last week and worked on horses while we were there. So I have a full system for horses as well with red light therapy.
So join us a week from right now, and we'll be talking to the world champion. And in the meantime, I'll be working on this commercial that I'm so proud of that at one point will probably come to fruition. But like I said, it's kind of like describing the color purple. You just go do your own. Kai would be available to answer any questions. Is it still the 341? 580-341-0250. We're talking about Kai Pierce with, what's the name of the pod?
Restore Holistic Wellness is the name of my business, and it's a Cocoon Fitness Pod.
And I also know this: one of the best-known coaches in Northwest Oklahoma recommends that his players use it, and the University of Oklahoma uses it. I mean, it's not. We're not talking about a fly-by-night idea here. This is a deal that works. So, producer, director, Cade Kennedy is giving me the round, and here we go. Thank you for joining me, Kai. Oh, always good. We send you now back to what we laughingly call regular programming.